Hey, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm Olivia. I'm a gender affirming voice teacher, and I'm thinking about the new year. It's right around the corner. I'm thinking about goals. I'm thinking about restarting, refreshing. I love a clean start. I love a clean slate. But really, if you're thinking about starting to work on vocal feminization, there's no better time than the new year. I love the new year for that kind of thing. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some exercises that you can take into the new year with you to sort of feel confident that you have some things in your back pocket that you can practice. Because I think the worst thing, when you want to get started with something is if you don't know where to start. You're kind of like, okay, I want to do this, I want to start, but what do I even do? So today I'm gonna give you some exercises and some places to start so that you can start to build that momentum and get into it a little bit. So if you're trying to get on track with your voice and build habits, as well as learn some things, this is a completely free challenge that I'm doing throughout the month of January, and I really hope that you join me. There's a link down below to join in where you can sign up. So you're going to get an email from me with a video with instruction and exercises to do every week with a little tracker to make sure that you're staying on track. This is a completely free challenge, no strings attached, because I think it's really important that you're able to start the new year off strong and feel like you kind of know what you're doing a little bit. So these are some exercises that you can start doing sort of in preparation for the challenge in January. So let's get started with my top 4 vocal feminization exercises to start 2025 off right. Number 1 is belly breathing, or you might hear it described as diaphragmatic breathing. So our diaphragm is a muscle down below our rib cage that's kind of round like this. And when we breathe in, that muscle flattens out. And when we breathe out, it comes back up. So it's right underneath. So that's kind of why we get this movement in our belly. It's moving the organs around in the belly because it's positioned right below the rib cage. So first we're just going to find what a belly breath feels like. So I want you to put your hand on your belly, on the front of your belly, and I want you to breathe in and out. So if you felt your belly maybe coming in when you breathed in, or if you felt your shoulders coming up when you breathed in, we want to shift that a little bit. We want our belly to expand when we breathe in and for it to contract when we breathe out. So when we breathe in, I want your shoulders to kind of stay relaxed. So sit nice and tall, and I want you to breathe in, imagining that you're breathing kind of down into your hips. Keep your shoulders relaxed and let your stomach expand. You can also think about breathing all the way down into your feet. Sometimes that helps me. And it's also helpful to lay flat on your back in order to feel this feeling as well. So that could be a place to start with this as well. So all we're going to do is count the breaths and notice how they feel as we go. Make sure we're directing that air down low, but just count the breaths as we go. Okay, so I'm going to count 1 before the breath in and out. Okay, so let's do it together. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, so I hope you feel a little bit more connected to your belly breath with that. Doesn't matter if you're breathing in through your nose or your mouth, whatever feels better for you. And like I said, laying flat on your back on the floor, that's a great way to start that connection if it doesn't quite feel like you're breathing down low. So not only is this a good technique to work on breath and breath flow to support your voice, it's also a great way to meditate. This is also a meditation technique to count your breaths and just notice what it feels like when you breathe in and out. And this is a way to connect with your body a little bit, because that's another big part of vocal feminization, is being in touch with what your body feels. The second exercise is a vocal warm-up called cup bubbles, where we're going to use a straw and a glass of water. I do have a stainless steel straw. You can use any straw. If you have a plastic straw, we know you're ruining the environment, single-handedly ruining the environment. But you can buy these, online. Anyway, with a glass of water, we want to stick your straw into the glass of water about an inch down. And basically we are going to just blow bubbles. So first I just want you to keep that bubble, that stream of air, really consistent. The bubbles will be really consistent. So what we don't want is we want it to be consistently bubbling. So we can do that. That's great for your breath flow. And then I want you to add a hum to it. So one pitch humming in there. Any pitch you like. Okay, so you can do that 5 times. If it's difficult for you to do the hum and the blowing bubbles, you can start with blowing bubbles and then add the hum. It's usually a little bit easier. And then I want you to do some glides up and down in pitch. So each breath counts as one, even if you're going up and down a couple of times. And I want you to do that 5 times as well. So this exercise is great for the health of your voice. This is basically like a massage for your vocal cords, and it helps with vocal cord efficiency with the way they're vibrating, and helps to relax your throat and just keep your voice healthy. The next exercise is pitch matching. Pitch is a part of vocal feminization. It's certainly not everything, but it can be a really great place to start because you can get real-time feedback. So I use an app called Voice Tools. If you heard of it, you can get it for iPhones and Androids, or iPads, or whatever you're using. But basically this gives you a sense of what pitch your voice is at when you're using the app. So you can use Voice Tools. You could also use like a regular tuner app, like for a guitar. If you're a musician, you could play a pitch on a keyboard or a piano or a guitar to match. But the Voice Tools is also super helpful. So basically all I want you to do is play a tone and then match it. So I am recording right now on my phone, so I can't show you on my phone with the Voice Tools, but I'll show you here with a keyboard. So matching pitches is helpful just so you get a sense of like when you're low, when you're high, what it feels like to change pitches, all of those things. So you can get some feedback of what is my voice really doing, some external feedback of what is really going on, because it can be hard to have a sense of where your voice is. So I'm just going to start by playing a note. So again, you can do this on an instrument, you can do this on your Voice Tools, you can go to the tone page, and that's where you can press a note name and it'll play a note for you. So I'm going to listen to that pitch, then I'm going to think about it and sing it in my head. I'm not going to try and match it right away, okay? I'm just going to play it, sing it in my head, and then match the pitch after I've matched it in my head, okay? So that extra added moment of taking a second to to think about what the pitch is oftentimes so much more helpful than trying to move your pitch around, trying to match it when you're already making a sound. Okay, so let's do that again. Okay, so you can do that with different pitches. You can go up or down, or you could grab random pitches. But basically the goal is just to identify, yes, I'm matching that pitch, or no, I'm not. So with the voice tools, it'll give you a sense of, oh, if you stop pressing the tone on the tone page, it will register what your voice is doing and tell you, oh yes, that is an A3, or oh yes, that is a D3, or no, that's not that, that's a different note. And you can work on trying to match that. So finally, number 4, we're gonna work on resonance shifting. Now, resonance is a big part of vocal feminization. It alters the tone quality of the voice. So getting a sense of what your vocal tract is doing is really helpful when you're trying to change your sound. So what is your vocal tract doing when the sound is like this? What is your vocal tract doing when it's like this? So in general, we want to aim for a brighter, more feminine resonance. So a brighter sound quality is a more feminine perceived sound quality. And what that means is that we want to create a smaller space in the vocal tract. That's going to give us a brighter sound. So I'm going to give you an example here, a little exercise to do. So if you say, oh, like you're exhausted after a day of work, oh, so I'm putting my hand here. I'm noticing that my larynx is lowering. Oh, relaxing my tongue at the bottom of my mouth. Oh, and opening my mouth. So that's giving me a dark, resonant tone. Monday. Okay. Versus if I squeal like I've just seen a mouse and say, ee, ee. My larynx lifts. When I say E, my tongue lifts and my lips spread. Ee, Monday. Oh, Monday. Ee, Monday. So you can play around with this exercise and say some different words in these different positions and see if you can kind of figure out, how do I stay in this relaxed position when I'm speaking? Or, how do I stay in this position when I'm speaking? Because that is really the goal of vocal feminization, is to find this feeling, find this position or this sensation and keep it there. So, first, we need to find it. So play around with that and E to work on your resonance. So these 4 exercises are honestly a great starting point to get you going in 2025. With these exercises, you can start to figure out how to support yourself, come into your body a little bit more. You can take care of your vocal health, and you can explore what your possibilities are with pitch and with resonance. So don't forget about the January challenge, the Voice Foundations 4-week challenge. Completely free for you to join. Just go down to the link in the description. You will get an email every week with a video and a PDF with your exercises and a habit tracker to keep you on track. So this is a great way to kick off your year with accountability and with, the confidence that you're doing the right exercises to get you where you want to go. So please join me in this challenge. Don't forget too that at the end of the challenge, we're going to get together and do a live Zoom session. So you'll get the chance to ask me any questions that you like, and we'll kind of come together as a community. And if you're interested in just diving a little bit deeper, I do have my True Voice Vocal Feminization e-course. If you want to kind of have a comprehensive course, that's also available down in the link in the description. So let me know how these exercises go for you. I really want to hear how the year is progressing. So keep me posted down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.